Hi tribe, Anna Logan Riversby here, creator of Power to Promotion program, which helps women in management to create powerful and successful careers and balanced and happy life. So a couple of days ago, few of you have asked me to talk to you about issues of procrastination, and I decided to tackle this first, and I'm going to tackle other questions that you have for me. So to talk about procrastination, I think is really important because it can really stops us in our momentum that I talked about on my other video the other day. If you haven't seen that, please see it because it's very important when we're tackling procrastination. So there are a few things that have been mentioned before by experts in regards to procrastination and few that they haven't, and I've never heard them at all. So I'm going to start with the one that has never been mentioned, and it concerns typically and only feminine energy. And that is that in this modern society, feminine energy is being forced to live in a certain way. And you often notice that this sentence that, it's a man's world, and truly is a man's world. However, there is a whole awakening happening globally of the feminine, and what we are feeling is that it's our time now to rise up and to contribute on a greater scale in creating our society the way we would love it to be, right? That's why I always say be kind, be brave, and create the world you love to live in, not just tolerate living in, right? And how do we do that? So first of all, we have to realize that all of our lives, mostly, we have been unable to tap into our true feminine nature, and we have been sort of disengaged from the fact and from the knowledge, from the truth of how to be a woman, real woman. And I can be a witness to that because until, I don't know, a couple of years ago, really, and I'm 45 now, so a couple of years ago, I did not know how to be a feminine at all. And I was always masculine, doing things and going for it and fighting for my rights and crashing bullies into the ground. I didn't care. I would just attack them physically, even though I'm like a small girl. So I did not know how to be a feminine woman or a woman, really. I was like a Wonder Woman, like wielding swords and shields and stuff like that, thinking, that's a woman. That's not a woman. That's a man disguised like in the body of a woman, right? And I realized that, and I thought, okay, how can I tap into this feminine nature? Because why am I telling you this in regards to procrastination? When we procrastinate, one of the main things that is the cause to this is because we feel as a feminine force that something is out of alignment in our life, and we feel in resistance, and we don't want to do this, even though our mind is telling us, society is telling us, you must do this, it's important, you must do this, you must be perfect, you must do everything, you have to be a role model for everything and everyone. We feel inside, no, something is off, and I don't know what it is, and I know I have to do this, this is telling me, but frankly, something is stopping me as well, and I need to figure out how. So what I want to do with you is to tell you what you can do to tap into this truth inside yourself, to actually give you the path, the right path, the truth for you. Not that everybody else is telling you what you think that you must be doing, but the true path for yourself. Once you find this, you will never waver from your true path, and you will never procrastinate. So I'm going to give you this exercise later on in another video because it takes like a bit of time and I want us to do it together. So, but you know that this is one of the first principles of woman not procrastinating, is to be in alignment with the true feminine principles of herself and being in alignment with the true truth of her heart. So that's number one. Number two, once you know this, your truth, then it's a simple thing that you do. Plan your thing. Choose 3 top tasks that you have to do. And I'm telling you this because when I started doing this myself with my coach years ago, I said to her, excuse me, but I have like at least 37, 60 tasks to do today only. What do you think that I can do 3? Hello? And she said to me, stay with me here. First of all, tune into your heart mind. It's a heart mind exercise. And then it's going to give you the answer. And I did. It was a bit difficult in the beginning to tap into that. It takes a while. But then when I did, I realized that, okay, if I do the 3 tasks, I'm going to change everything for myself. And I created this top 3 tasks for me to do, and I do it every day. You see there's some things that are ticked already, and that's just from today, and now it's like 11:44 in the morning here in London, and it works, and I'm going to explain to you how and why. And then there are 5 other things that we can do. I have my notes here because I don't want us to forget, and I don't want this video to go on for too long, so you can write this down. First of all, to keep yourself from procrastinating is, once you find your truth, once you find your top 3 tasks, is to maintain your focus. So how do you do that? You have to do this every single day. I'm doing it every day with priming, for instance, from Tony Robbins that I learned at OPW. It really, really builds up my mind strength. So you can do it by reading, watching some inspirational videos. I'm watching, for instance, something that really inspires me, like a Star Trek. Every night before bedtime, I watch one series of Star Trek, and it's really inspiring, it's exploratory, it's unusual, it's everything that I need. And it's inside of it, these characters are honorable, and it shows strengths of morale, character, discipline, and it's everything for myself that I need to feel strong and with the right tribe, right? And being with you are my like-minded people. You are somebody who understands me. We went through things together that nobody around me has went through, right? Not even my closest friends and family. So you understand me, and I have to be with you, right? This is how you keep your focus as well. So you can start writing as well. You can start talking more about your experiences here. So this is how you keep focus. Second, body preparation. Remember that ass shaking thing, right? Jumping around and all that. So you have to always be in a peak state, right? So how I do this is, after the priming, I jump onto this thing that I recently bought as well. This is I'm determined to make this work, and I'm on this since I got it every single day, all the time, because I work from home. I use every single minute to jump onto this thing, and I jump on it and I do my exercises. It's amazing. What difference. I used to just sit here and I do these things, and now I'm sitting here and I'm like, why am I sitting here? I can jump onto this. When I'm listening to inspiring videos, and jump on this. Again, I don't have to be sitting down and listening yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can feel that. No, I jump on this and I do this thing, right? And I'm like, yeah, listen to this video. I'm recording as well. It's like, okay, let's do this. And I'm like, yeah, there's a bell and everything is going, and it's so cool. It changes my whole, thing. I'm like, yeah, I feel so inspired now. And I can feel my whole body works and my heartbeat goes up, right? And everything changes, and I'm suddenly in a peak state out of nowhere, right? So put yourself in a peak state. And I also got a rebounder, and it just got delivered a couple of minutes ago, and I'm going to be installing it later on today. And I'm going to do that, and that's all body preparation. My goodness, you can tell that my endurance levels are not that high because I'm already puffed up, and I did 5 seconds. But trust me, in 2 months, I'm going to reach these 14 minutes that it says on this thing. That's a goal, right? So when you feel this blood rushing, you feel like you can say yes to your statements that you want to do, right? Yes, 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 right? The body helps you strengthen your mind and your resolve so you don't procrastinate, right? And then choose a role model. Who has happy family and successful career? Who has it? Do you want that? Is that what you want? Who has healthy body? Who's fit? Who has this? Who is outstanding at it that you can emulate? Who has outstandingly successful career that you can emulate? Find them, emulate them. I have found Tony Robbins at UPW. I didn't know that he has an exact model of business that I want, and relationships. I'm like, okay, I'm focusing on creating business like Tony Robbins has. So he's my role model. So what I did then, I signed up for all the programs that he's got. I didn't have a moment of hesitation. Not a moment, because I found what I want. He's the outstanding person to emulate, and I found that he's my role model. Who is your model? Who is your model that's going to guide you through non-procrastination? Find them now and put them on a wall somewhere. Tony Robbins is everywhere, right, for me. So that's that. Then, after you do all this, focus every morning, every day, body preparation, peak state, role model, then you have to take Massive action, massive action. As soon as I knew all these things, I took massive action. I signed up for these things. I'm going to the Business Mastery January. I'm going to the Date with Destiny. I'm going everything. And I have my other business mastery with my, coach and with my clients. And I've got this thing that I bought straight away, the rebounder. I organized a group. I'm helping you out. And I've got all of these things here also. This is like my plan. I don't know if you can see it. It's right next. So this table, it's actually all of my steps that I have to do. And I put it there because I know when I have it in front of me, proximity is power, right? When I have it in front of me, I will do it. Like right here, it has to be right here in front of me. So put it in front of you as well. Take massive action on it. Put it in front of you, every single thing that you have to do. Right? So, and also please get rid of the perfection thing, that it can be a huge, huge obstacle to us taking action. And perfection thing happens when a feminine doesn't know its true purpose. That's when you think you have to be perfect in being a good mother, in being an excellent career woman, a fantastic wife, sexy wife, amazing, daughter, and perfect, whatever you are to your husband's parents. Forget about that. Tune into your heart, and your perfectionism worries are going to disappear. And trust me, they are not conscious sometimes, they're unconscious. They're inbuilt to us by our society since we are like this little, right? In all these cartoons, we're always beautiful and successful and we are everything. Bullshit. You can be excellent in one thing in your life, in one thing only, and that is being yourself. That's what works for you, right? So, also, we're gonna tomorrow talk about how to chunk tasks that you have after you find your truth, and how to remove obstacles to your success. So that we're gonna talk this into next video because it's another topic. And then at number 5, you have to feed and strengthen your spirit, right? So for me, that's just doing like gratitude journal every day. For instance, they are some questions that you can jot down that I do every morning to strengthen my spirit and my resolve. So there's a morning questions and evening questions. I'm going to read to you morning questions so you can ask yourself these. What am I happy about in my life right now? You have to be grateful for things to lift up your spirit. Second question is, what am I most inspired with in my life right now? What am I most committed to in my life right now? What am I most enjoying in my life right now? What am I most grateful for in my life right now? What am I most ferociously curious with in my life right now? What is making me most empowered in my life right now? What is making me the most enthusiastic in my life right now? How can I become even more powerful? How can I become even more giving? How can I become even more joyful? How can I become even more joyfully efficient in my business and my team, if you have your team? So these are the morning questions that you ask yourself every single morning. And there are evening questions too, which I'm going to give you later on. And in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about priority matrix. So how do you prioritize things? How do you do your daily theme? And how do you set your goals? So you'll have your goal decision matrix. And all of these are created to beat the procrastination. So first I'm going to introduce you to the feminine exercise in finding your truth. So you'll find your truth inside yourself. What is it you really have to do? And then how you remove obstacles to the goals that you set for yourself. And then how do you organize the things that you actually decide to do in amazingly inspiring manner. So until next time, please let me know what did you like about this video, what else do you want for me to talk to you about in regards to procrastination or anything else. And until we speak to you next time, be kind, be brave, and create the world you love to live in.